Marvel Studios keeps asking Sony to use Black Cat. Sony keeps saying no, as they intend to still do something with the character in live action. I'm gonna guess whatever they hope to do, it's probably gonna be terrible, because they've somehow managed to almost put Black Cat into 3 projects, and every time it sounded god-awful. So the first time Sony attempted to use Black Cat in the Spider-Man films was of course going to be Spider-Man 3, where she was going to be played by Anne Hathaway, and she was going to be the daughter of the Vulture, also going as Black Cat the Vultress. Yep, nope, that sounds like pure garbage. Then they were going to be using her in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. She, of course, was played by Felicity Jones. And while I do like Felicity Jones and think she's a great actress and could have done that job just fine, I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about what they intended to do with Black Cat, as that was something connected to, well, a source that I think... Honestly, let me get back to you on this one. I might be able to talk about it in a separate video. I just got to reach out to someone. And if I get the details, I'll explain what Sony intended to do with her. Let's just say it was god-awful. Which brings us to the third iteration of god-awful, which of course was going to be Silver and Black, where Black Cat was going to be a supporting character to Silver Sable, and they were going to completely redo the character in a different direction. From what I heard, which again, I cannot talk about, well, at this point, because they still might be using that idea, it's just about as stupid as what I heard about TASM 2. Using her to build up what was happening in TASM 3 and beyond. So, yeah, let's just say that Sony wants to do something with Black Cat. None of it sounds good. According to reports and what we found out recently in the Marvel Studios book, and of course what we're hearing from insiders, is that Sony very much keeps saying no to Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige on Black Cat. The idea apparently was to try to get Black Cat into Spider-Man 2 and 3 at one point from Marvel Studios, and they've been trying to work out something for the upcoming Spider-Man 4, but Sony is adamant that they want Black Cat in their universe, and they're dead set on trying to do something with the character that can hopefully be a franchise starter. Now, I don't think I need to tell anybody that I absolutely love Black Cat as a character, and I think it's a completely stupid idea to try to franchise her on her own. I just don't think that that appeal is personally there for what you need the film to make back. There is no world that I'm looking at where Black Cat makes $500 million, and that's what Sony needs out of their films. So why not just split the difference and allow Marvel Studios to use Black Cat, and Spider-Man 4 could perfectly utilize the character now with the whole more vigilantes popping up. He's a vigilante, he needs to make new friends. Black Cat can maybe steer him in a wrong direction, play with his mind. He feels like he has nobody else. The story is perfectly there now. And also, Peter's a little bit more adult now in the MCU, so you can lean into some of the suggestive energy and, you know, relationship between them. And even if they wanted to, they could do a slight Ultimate style where maybe she's a handful of years older, and she's just like, oh my god, I'm absolutely disgusted by this, but hey, I could take advantage of this fool. Like, that would be an interesting angle, but instead, we're gonna get Sony making her a... Yeah, and God knows I want that. Good idea, Sony. Good idea. I hope I can talk about them soon. I'll get back to you guys.